right, everybody, welcome to another installment of Pop Talk. It's been a while, I know, but
It's been a while.
We had to prepare for this mega installment.
That's setting a high bar.
It really is. Never mind. We didn't really prepare at all, so...
You said you didn't want to prepare. You wanted it to be
I have
off
some notes.
the cuff.
Well, for you, off the cuff, because
Spider-Man.
you're not good with...
I'm best on my bullshit.
You are best. That's what you're full of.
But I am.
Yeah.
I have made more successful business propositions. I just walk in and say the truth.
Okay. Okay.
People they find it endearing. So I hope you find my sharing today endearing. Versus someone who has...
Well, what if I didn't have any notes? That wouldn't be good.
I don't have notes.
Or whatever. Okay, so today we're going to talk about movies. Physical copies versus digital copies. Now, I know this has been brought up a little bit in the community lately. And it really kind of struck home here because I went through the collection. No, I finally went through our collection and pulled out all of the iTunes slips, the VUDU slips, you name it, I pulled them out. And it was like a stack this thick. And so I started entering all of the VUDU ones in.
So you had a stack that thick of the ones you pulled out?
It was like that thick. It was a lot. And what?
Nothing.
No, let me know.
No, I'm just wondering... Never mind.
So those lights, they stink. Like they're burning.
No, that's our skin.
Yeah, it really doesn't look like it on camera. We have these like bright lights going, and they smell like really skin is burning.
It's your lighting. You're the light master.
Oh, that's not saying much. All right, so
UPS man, are you stopping for me?
So the VUDU copies, I entered all those in, and I got to tell you, it's handy having those on the TV.
Yeah.
I like flipping through and just having them there. It's nice. So I'm not going to be a hypocrite and be like, oh, screw all of the the digital people and having everything on the computer. I think it is very convenient.
It's the future.
Well, it is the future. And I thought this would be good kind of going back and forth because I see you as most of America. And then I come at it more from a collector's standpoint.
Yeah.
Because you don't care.
Well, no, and I don't want to alienate our wonderful viewers.
No, but I want you to be truthful as far as how you feel about it. So well, let me grab something.
This would be gone.
Well, no, not here. Hold on. I'm going to grab behind you. All right.
You shoved your boob against me.
How long have we been married? That's still like that.
Boob.
Shut up. All right, so the new Halloween digibook. Now, as a collector, as a big fan of the Halloween franchise, and especially of the first one, of course I'm going to buy this digibook. As most of America, if you had the chance to just get a digital code and get it on the TV or buy something like this, what would be your pick? Like if you could buy this for say $15.99, $16.99, or the digital copy is $5.
Oh yeah.
You would just get the $5 one, right?
And I get to keep it forever?
Well, see, now that's the big question. That's the thing that bothers a lot of collectors one of the things that bothers collectors is, do you really keep it forever? Because it's not really yours to own.
You don't have the tangible asset.
Yeah, because if whoever, if VUDU or whatever, I don't know, decided to pull the movie,
sure,
for whatever reason, it's gone.
Well, that may still be happening, but in the earlier days of like the Kindle and the various things where you downloaded a book, free or paid for,
yeah,
they went back in some situations and took those back. They deleted them, and versus if you had the physical book, they couldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So I respect that.
Yeah.
What do I think? I think the future is in the streaming. I think the future
absolutely.
is But I think the hard stuff will be around for still some time to come.
Yeah, I mean, I think before we see the last movie come out in like a new movie come out in a physical copy, it's got to be a solid 5 years at least.
I'm thinking 20.
You think 20?
Yeah.
I don't see it being that long. More than 5, less than 20. I think somewhere in that range.
I'm also thinking of the general public.
I keep itching my nose, but it's just itchy.
You cut too much Ritalin into
I know.
it.
It just doesn't work.
Plus, come here.
Do I have a boogie? Maybe that's what's itchy, the boogie.
You better now.
Yeah, I'm better now. Thank you. Yeah. All right, go on with your thought.
You got to remember, though, that we're not, you and I and most of the viewers aren't, average Americans. This is, this is an area that everyone has an interest in. And so, a lot of people don't have the same level of interest that you and your community have.
True.
And so, like, you hit my button, which is part of it's money. Mm-hmm. Part of it is just personality too. 15 or 5. I have it for 5. Like, I'm jokingly, I snickered a little bit ago because I was thinking, like, with all this, years ago, I would have taken them all out like I did with CDs in the day.
Oh, that would drive me crazy.
And I'd have had one binder, one of those 4-inch thick, holds 10,000, discs binders, and I'd have one binder that had my entire movie collection in it.
Yeah. No,
and they would go in the closet on a shelf.
Yeah, some people do that, and for storage reasons, that's fine. For me, this is just me. I don't know. It's me and the whole visuals of it, and just the tangibility. Is that a word? Tangibility?
I'll go with it.
I just made it up. Tangibility of the whole thing. I like the whole package, and it's mine. Like, I can feel it. It's mine.
It's an asset. You got it. It's physical. You have it.
But, and then, like, I was thinking about our older boy. Our older boy's now 14. And he could care less about all of this. If he could get it just on the TV, if it's already there. I think the newer generation, like the teenagers now, and even probably some in their 20s, they don't care about the collectability for the most part. It's just about, click, 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 and it's there.
Yeah.
No packaging, or very little special features.
Yeah.
It's just kind of, what can I get right now?
I have to imagine from the perspective of the studios going that direction's also the more money goes to them. Because think of all the middlemen. For example, Blockbuster. Mm-hmm. You're getting rid of layers of middlemen if you get rid of the physical product. Mm-hmm. You're going to wind up having a publisher, a production company. And then you're going to, magazines are the same way. Mm-hmm. You have a publisher and or production company, and then you have the end user. Mm-hmm. And you get rid of physical asset, and you remove layers of cost. And let's just use those hypothetical numbers, but your $5 you talked about versus $15 or $20, that $5, that may be far more than that they're getting now for sending out a physical product.
Yeah.
So they're actually going to be increasing profit line exponentially, and cutting out all the fat. And you know what? It's earth friendly.
It is, and for a lot of people, it's probably a lot easier. Say they keep the Tuesday release date for new releases. Oh, okay. Well, Star Wars Episode 9. I can get this right at midnight. Okay, well, I'm just going to buy it right now while I'm sitting in front of my TV and watch it instead of having to go over to the store. Not that it's like a huge deal going over to the store, but it's just kind of there's a convenience and it's cheaper and whatnot.
But you know what I would do? Because you talk about movies coming out on Tuesdays, right?
Right, yeah.
Tuesday at midnight. It's technically now it's Tuesday.
Or Monday at midnight. I'm sorry, Monday at midnight.
Monday turning to Tuesday.
Right, yeah.
Okay, let's say it's $5 because that's just the magic number I'm going to hold on to.
Yeah, we're just making that up.
$5, but now because you have all these places, the retail locations and brick and mortar locations that are sitting on this, and then you have Amazon and all these other places that are sitting on warehouses full of it to ship. Mm-hmm. it's all digital. I say to you, here's a special I run. It comes out this Tuesday for $5, but you can get it 2 weeks earlier for $9.99.
Yeah, they'll do stuff like that.
Hells yeah!
Yeah.
If it was my product.
Yeah.
And you're going to have all kinds of people going googly ape shit crazy who are going to spend twice as much so they can get it sooner.
Oh, sure. Especially for the blockbusters, the real big ones. Star Wars. Oh, I can get episode 9, and I don't know why I'm picking on episode 9, but I can get that 2 weeks early. Okay.
Whereas then you're gonna have people who are on a budget or who just
don't care. Yeah.
And they're like, I can wait. Now I'm not gonna pay $10. I'll wait the original date and pay $5.
And say, I don't know, you could, the studios still, here's something they could also be sneaky about for the collectors.
Subliminal images?
No, well, yes, but they could put out, for the big ones, real limited edition hard copies. So, once again, let's say Star Wars Episode 9 or a 7, 8, 9 box set.
Yeah.
But they could probably charge the limit for it because there's no other way to get a physical copy except through this one particular box set. Otherwise, it's all digital.
Yeah, through this one exact, marketing stream.
Yes. And don't tell me, because I know I would. Don't tell me all of the fans wouldn't be all over that.
That's true. I agree. And tying this to video games, watching our oldest boy play. And watching, we were at GameStop a couple days ago. And God bless GameStop, because I think they're headed towards the same exact issue that you're discussing. Just as, Best Buy is gone and other stores have left and have gone. He was talking to me about, GameStop will be gone because eventually all that stuff will be downloadable. They already do it now. So you buy the game.
Oh, like expansion packs?
They have the expansion packs for this, that, and the other. I'm not a gamer, but they upsell. It's everything.
Switch over a little bit. There, now we're a little more centered. Go
it's
ahead.
Everything, it's upsell. Well, I can see them doing the same thing with this. If you want Halloween 35th Anniversary Edition, well, you buy it now, and we'll give you an extra content, extra behind-the-scenes content that no one else is going to get if they wait those 2 weeks. So you're talking about getting something physical, which is still cool for a collector.
Right.
But they can also upsell it 6 ways to Sunday right there online.
Yeah.
Get an extra 45 minutes with the director that no one else is going to get. Just 99 cents more. Just 99 cents more.
Because right now with movies, some retailers will have online exclusives, not on disc exclusives. And for me right now, I don't like it.
Yeah.
If I'm buying a physical product, I want whatever special feature it is to be on that product.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they're slowly starting to say, okay, now it's coming. We're going to ease you into it.
They're coaching you.
But it's coming.
Yeah.
Then I was also thinking, what if the movie theaters, well, it's not the theaters, the studios through the theaters, offered an incentive. So you go to the theater, you see Episode 9. And they're like, okay, you can buy whatever, however much the ticket is, say $15. Well, if you want for an additional $5 or $10, you can pre-order the code.
Yeah. Well,
for the digital copy.
It's cross-selling.
Yeah, so I could see them starting to do that too.
I'm going to take one giant leap with this and say that in the future, movie theaters will be gone.
Oh, yeah. Eventually they will be. I think that'll be even longer, though.
Yes, but you're going to start, just like you start seeing, you've seen over the course of, 20 years? I mean, I remember when there were mom and shop DVD stores.
Mom and shops?
Mom and pop shop.
Well, it's okay. You just shortened it.
Mom and shops.
Yeah, mom and shops.
Yeah. But, it's progression.
Yeah.
And the same thing is going to happen with movie theaters, I think.
Oh, sure. And the, because right now, everything is kind of slowly merging into no more brick and mortars, and you'll eventually just have to get everything online, and then eventually there'll be no more physical and it'll just be streaming, because we've all seen it. Best Buy's it seems like almost every couple months, maybe every quarter, they're slowly decreasing the size of their movie selection. Like I noticed, whose video? I think it was like Cool Duder's video. He had just gone to Best Buy, and they had just switched their section, because I haven't been there in a while. I haven't seen. A lot of the movies are facing forward now. Well, what does that tell you? They're trying to fill up space. It's not like before where everything was,
shelved like yours.
Yeah, shelved like this. So they're just trying to fill up spaces. Everything's gotten smaller, and it'll just continue on and on. So, and then special features will the newer movies coming out have special features online? I don't know.
Oh, they will.
I mean,
no,
but do you think to the same extent as it is now with a physical copy?
Yes.
Okay.
Because, and that's where I come from, the perspective of the marketing side. Marketing's never going to go away.
Right.
It's marketing is integral to everything, and for everything you remove in terms of an application of marketing and the tangible asset, for instance, you've got to replace that with something else, and that you're talking now is the intangible. That's the online content, the online, what do you call them, packs for video games?
Oh, the
expansion packs, whatever. Hell, they could pitch you on, I have Halloween in front of me. It doesn't matter. Any movie, and it's been released, and 6 months later, it's kind of, you've forgotten about it. You've watched it 6, 7, 8, 10 times, whatever. You've done a review of it. It's shelved, but in the cloud, you have it. You flip past it all the time. You see it, but they hit you with a commercial, or they hit you with an ad.
Yeah.
Guess what? Because they know what you have in your cloud. They know. So they're like, boom. They know Robin Nelson has Halloween 35th Anniversary Edition. Guess what? For $1, for $2.99, $5.99, whatever price point they finagle, and they test market it. They're going to hit you with another offer, and you're going to be like, ooh, another 30 minutes I can find out about. And I'm not making fun of you.
No, I know.
But that's what people do.
That's very frustrating. To me, that's very frustrating. I know it's coming.
That is our world.
Yeah.
Specifically, that is our kind of marketplace. It's what we do.
Yeah. This is mostly, I think, in the beginning, it's just going to be the newer titles that they're going to do that with. Like, for example, Scream Factory. I don't especially see, like, something like, because Scream Factory is an offshoot of Shout Factory, except they do the horror titles. And they're putting out this fantastic line of horror movies. I don't especially see studios like that stopping what they're doing and then just releasing the digital version of it. Like, I just grabbed randomly. So, like Prison. Okay, I don't see Scream Factory sitting down and going, oh, you know what? For the rest of our line, for the rest of the movies we're doing, we're only going to release just digital, because these are all for collectors. They know it's for collectors. It's very rare that just a random person is going to pick up a Scream Factory title and be like, oh, well. I mean, I'm sure it happens, but these are really marketed towards a particular...
A niche market.
Yeah, fan base.
But then again, you a couple ways to look at that. That they're the last bastion, they're the last holdouts that are going to do that. And when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah.
And so they're kind of like the corner drugstore that sells, has the soda jerk.
Yeah.
They're going to last as long as they can last. And then that generation dies.
I think if you have a solid fan base for whatever you're selling, and it's been predictable as much as it can be, they'll continue doing it. Really? You're just going to play that off like you didn't fart?
That was a table.
Okay. All right. But yeah, so there's that. I'm really hoping, that the used stores will stick around. Oh.
You hope they do. You hope they do.
Dude, do not.
God bless us.
Smell.
Each and every one of us.
I'm almost going to either throw up or faint.
Faint. Wait.
FYE's
I want people to let us know, what would you prefer she do?
Faint or throw up? Oh, it's still there. All right. I'll just breathe through my nose. It's like kid poo poo. Just breathe through your mouth. Breathe through your mouth. The used stores. FYEs will probably be gone.
Jeez, I don't even know how FYE is still here.
I know. I agree.
First of all, when we go to FYE, I sit in the truck.
Well, that's not your thing.
No.
Why would you get
Would you
out?
let me finish a thought? When I do go in with you, there's like 4 employees who I don't have anything good to say about them for the most part. They are lackluster. And there's like you and usually just you. Sometimes there's one other person walking around in that 10,000 square foot space. I don't know how they're still there. I don't.
Is your thought done? Are you... Ugh.
That's you.
No, I see spots now.
Better sit down.
Actually, the folks at our FYE are pretty nice. I'm just saying. They're pretty nice.
I beg to differ.
Okay.
But the last time I was in there, I was mesmerized by the lack of customer service.
Okay. Well, anyways, we agree to disagree on that. The FYEs I don't see sticking around much longer. So that leaves just kind of independent used stores. Here on the West Coast, we have like Amoeba, Rasputin. Hopefully those stores will stick around. We will always have the what will be considered dead formats. We'll always have DVDs, and then we'll have Blu-rays in used format. But it'll be, as a collector, it'll be sad. It'll make going on the hunt more fun, I guess, because you can, go out and find the physical copies. But it'll be sad when the actual new movies won't be released in a physical form.
You're good.
What?
You'll live past that.
Yes, I know, but Oh, and then that was something else I wanted to bring up: pirating. We know that movies are made available.
Come in closer.
We know that they're made available, but will people be able to kind of crack the
Yes.
code for getting the
Yes.
digital content?
Yes.
Yeah, they will.
They always have.
Yeah.
They always will.
Do you think that'll... I've got something in my teeth, I'm sorry. Do you think that'll be a bigger problem than what it is now?
I don't know. Without giving it a whole lot of thought, it'll always be a problem. It's the nature of man. It's the nature of man to want things for free.
Sure.
And so there's always going to be somebody who can crack the code.
Oh, yeah.
So that's never going to stop. And for every layer of protection that they can apply to a digital, asset, someone will find a way to break it.
Mm-hmm. Then I was thinking, price-wise, are the price differences really going to be there for the digital format? Meaning, when a Disney title is released, digital format we're talking, will, say, a Disney title still be more money than your average title? Like, will Disney come out and say, hey, our digital copy's $9.99 and whatever?
Well,
Joe Schmo, the movie, is going to be $5.99. Like, will it always kind of have that difference?
There's always going to be a difference in pricing, because you have the issues of price fixing, in markets, but you also have the acclimation of the public to a price point. Look at gasoline. Gasoline it's actually come down. It's $3.59 a gallon here in Fresno today, but it was $1 more a year ago. It was $1 more than that. It was $4.50. But remember when gas took that big jump, and that shock, and it was just going to be temporary, man. People become acclimated. It's a shock depending on where you're at in your budget. For some people, it's still a shock. For others, it was a shock for 6 months or a year. And now you've just become accustomed to it. When I fill up my truck, it's $100. I know it's $100 to fill up my truck. Gas drops 10, 20 cents. I have to fill up my truck no matter what. I don't care. So, but if gas took a 50-cent jump, what are you going to do about it?
Right, yeah.
It's a monopoly.
Yeah.
And I think that when this all goes digital, you're going to have these people who can still, in your head, they should be able to lower the price point instead of a $20 Blu-ray. It should, because you're cutting out the middleman, you're cutting out the physical processes and all the storage and the shipment and all that stuff. They can lower the price initially to get people pulled in.
Oh, yeah.
And then they can raise that price up. And guess what? It's like gasoline. You're going to bitch, and you're going to be, that's ridiculous. And you're going to pay it because you want to see it. And then eventually, you've just gotten used to paying $16.99.
For a digital copy.
And I'm gonna step out on this thought, because I had a good thought, and I don't want to lose it. But, hot damn, you made me lose it. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It was a thought that is not even on the notes. It just occurred to me. With everything you do, and when I go out with you, when you look around at movies, the physical, once it's gone, and you talked about the hunt being that much harder, eventually there will be no more hunt, because there won't be any of the new stuff to go looking for.
Well, yes, that's true, but I'm talking about the older stuff. I mean, you could have said that about laser discs and VHS tapes. The hunt will always be there.
What I'm talking about, though, is also trading, is also selling, going to the store and turning it in for credit.
Oh, yeah.
And then it goes on the shelf at a reduced price, and someone comes in and buys it used, secondhand.
Yeah.
I mean, there's ways to handle that off the store.
Yeah.
But that's all going to be far, far more in the control of the developer.
Yeah. Because
you're in the matrix.
Yeah, because now, because right now, if you go to like the Blu-ray forum, you can buy people's VUDU codes, iTunes codes, and they range the real popular movies that come out because there's so many of them. Like, for example, Star Trek Into Darkness. I mean, some people can't give those away because there's so many of them, so you can buy those for a couple bucks, and that's like the high def copy. But some of them people are asking like $6, $7. Right now, I say that's too much. I say right around the $4, maybe $5 range for a digital copy. And I noticed on FamilyVideo.com, they are starting to sell their UV codes online. If you go to Family Video, check it out. You can see they have digital codes for sale on it. They're $5. They're the DVD copies that they're coming from, not the Blu-ray copies. So it has started. I'm just saying it started.
Wolverines.
But then hold on, I got another thought. Just hold on. When everything does go digital, do you think that will inspire the the Blu-ray producers, the Blu-ray makers, whoever, to create a better product? So say it's like a catalog title, or it's a special edition of a new title that's like a limited edition thing. Do you think that will inspire them to make a better product because now everyone's gone digital, and you want to not influence, but really kind of excite the collecting public to be like, here, buy this digital copy? Or do you think it'll get worse because you could release almost any physical product and people will just be like, oh shit, give it?
Well, I think obviously my influence and my position it comes back to money. But when you have everything digital, I think that they're going to have a greater leeway, a latitude to do and be approved and greenlit for projects that would not now get greenlit or wouldn't get greenlit with the budgets that they want, that they currently do, because they have a formula that they're going to have to sell X, Y, and Z to get that money back and then turn a profit. And now you can experiment and play around, do a lot more market testing for a lot less money. And just to shake it and see what people are going to do, shake the tree. And so, I think that, I don't know about the quality, but anytime you have somebody who's been given, if a project is greenlit and more projects are greenlit because it's a cheaper situation, then you're going to have a lot more people going for broke because they can.
Now,
you throw enough shit against a wall, you see what sticks.
Sure. Originally I was I was, thinking again about it. I think a lot about this, and I don't know why. I should think about more important things in life. But,
I'll never leave you. Be like Ghost.
Oh God, no! Please go to the afterlife. What? I don't want to make clay
let's
with
do
you.
The clay.
No, please. Let's focus. Finally, your fart dissipated. It just went right into the movies.
Yeah, everyone forgot.
Well, now, they'll remember now. Those internet connections.
Beep boop boop.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I lost my thought.
Wait, buffeting.
Hold on. I gotta adjust my brain.
Buffer.
Never mind. I forgot my thought.
I think we just break right there because I'm gonna walk away anyway.
Why?
Because I want to play with my green balloon.
You and your fucking green balloon. Why are you so fixated? Show them now what this green balloon
It looks like a giant grape or testicle. But look at it.
Go big or go nad.
Go big or go nad. It looks like a peeled grape. Has anyone ever peeled a green grape?
Are you waiting for someone to answer?
I was actually. Yes,
Mr.
you.
Chris.
Aisle 4. Yes. It looks like I'm mesmerized. It looks like a grape. And I was gonna have it as a prop, but she said I couldn't. But now I've snuck it in.
It's ridiculous. It's a child's toy. You're not even gonna stay to say goodbye. Anyways, all right. So the mic is right there for reals. Thank you for joining. Fucking A, dude. Okay, well.
Bye.
Okay, I guess it's just me now. Leave. Thanks for joining us. It's gonna hit that light and just pop in your face.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us. Leave all your comments below because we can't do video responses anymore. And we'll probably catch you next week. Hopefully, come up with a topic for Pop Talk. We have a couple rooting around. And that's about it. So we'll catch you next time. Take care.
That was good.
Okay.